Welcome back. In the previous videos, we have explained how to organize the widgets in like a list, like in the vertically or horizontally. And we said, of course, we have child or children. So child, we can just add widget inside widget, like a child of another widget. And we have like a children, so we can organize the widgets horizontally by row, for example, or vertically by column, or also vertically and horizontally using list or grade, but it will be scrollable. Now, what if we need to use to organize the widgets in this way here? I mean, the widget on top of other widget. In this way here, we need to use stack and positioned. So we have like a stack, and we can add widget above the widget or on the top of another widget, for example, and we can position this widget in the specific place on another widget. So how we can do that? We need just to use the stack and positioned inside the stack. So now let's do that. I have center, so in the center I need to add a stack widget, just a stack widget. So in the stack you can see actually we have many things, but the goal here is to create something like that. So here we have three children, three containers, one on the top of other. So first thing we need to add the first container. So I can here, of course, children here is like list, like row, but it is a stack. So now I need to add the first container, and we have explained how to create the containers. Just width, same thing, 300, maybe 50. So it will be like this. I think it's good, so I can just run now. That's perfect. So I need now to add another one. See that? Now I add this here. This one I can make it like 200 and 200, and the color here maybe amber, as you like. Now what happens here, I just add two containers in this way. So as you can see, the first one is just organized like a stack. So here like we have a CD storage, so we can add the first CD, and the second CD will be above, third CD will be above, and so on. I mean on the top of another. So here this one, the first one is the purple, this color, and the second one is on the top of the first one here. Same thing, if I add another one here, and I can add the color here, maybe I can use black, or I don't know, you can use any type of color, for example a blue here. Now you can see if I just run, so above the other, I can make the size here just 100, so I can see, I can display everything. So size 100. So now I can see that, I can see it here. Now here I can change the position. So here in the stack we have, if we just click on the stack here, we can see we have alignment. So I can use here alignment, and the alignment, if you just control and click here, you can see this alignment directional. So we used here alignment directional dot. So dot what? For example, top end, or top center, center start, start which means from the left, because English direction here, and end which means from the right. So here, for example, bottom end. So click on this. So as you can see here, bottom and end, which means in the right side, and depend on the first one, first widget here, first child. Now if I don't not need like this, just bottom end, bottom, I don't know, no, I need to add it in the specific position as I want. For example here, this one I can just wrap it by the position. So you can just double click here, this one is amber, this color, so I can just say here wrap with widget, and I can use here positioned. in this way, so it's simple. Or you can just normally, I need this, so I can just cut this one here, and I add positioned widget, and the child of the position will be the container. Like this, have position child, and I add the container as a child of position. Now if I just run, it will be same, nothing will different, because I just said position, but I didn't specify the position that I want to use. So now in the position, you can see if we just control and press on the position here, you can see we have left, top, right, bottom, width, and height, and you can use that. So you can say here, for example, the top, I mean from the top, it's depend on the first one, always depend on the first one. So from the top here, I need to use only 5 here, so it will be 5 from the top. And maybe from the left here, from the left, I need to add like 30, so left 30. So here I'm talking about which one, amber, this color here. So now if I just run, as you can see, from top only 5, so it's just a very small space, and left 30. But if I need to make it like this, so here the amber will be on the top and end, top end, here top, and here the right, which means end. So I can use it in this way, or I can just position it as you like. So positioned, so will be from top, it's almost no, from top here I can make a 0, so there is no space from top, yes. And the left here also I can say, the right, sorry, here right, also I can say here 0, so now will be 0 from the right here, yes, that's perfect for the first one. So now I finish. Here the second one is like we need some space from the top, and from the left we need just only a small space. So I can say here the last one, which is in the blue color, I can just wrap it with the widget and just write here positioned widget. So as I said, I've said in the top maybe 50, I don't know, I will see. And from the left I need to add like 30. We need just to check that, something like that. Maybe I need to add it here, I mean like this, a little bit more, because this is smaller, so I can just make it left more. I think top is correct, but left I can add like 60 and try. So you can just position anywhere you want. It's very simple by using position. Here I can use 80, I think it will be perfect. That's it. So now we positioned in anywhere we want. So it's very simple and very easy. Now what if I need to position this one, the first one, because those depend on the first one. So now what about the first one? Now I need to position the first one and add also positioned. So here I can say, for example, top, like only 10 from the top, and maybe like right 0. If I do that, just see that, now I just run. So now from the top it will depend on the screen, and from the right also depend on the screen, so it will work in this way without also any problem. So as you can see, when I positioned also the first one, now the others will not depend on the first one, but just depend on the screen. So now it depends just on the screen. For example, the second one, the first one 0 0, so it will be here, and the second one I can just make it here, for example, like top 0 and left 0, so it will be now depend on the entire screen in this way, because I have positioned all of them. So here, for example, I can add like here bottom like 0 and yes, write 5 for example, or write like 30, just example, just you can see. Now this one, the first one will be positioned here, should be here, bottom 0 and right 30. So like this, perfect. So you can position anything anywhere you want, just inside the stack and positioned. So hope you understand that, and thank you very much.